Hello, welcome to Corky's Tea Time. I have on my stove a new steam canner that I just received yesterday in the mail. It is a FRUITSAVER steam canner, and I am doing the test on it right now, and I'm learning about it. I'm kind of nervous about it because one of the things that I don't understand is, how do I keep my jars warm? Am I going to need a separate pot of water to boil the jars in to keep them hot? Or do I put the jars inside this canner and have it warm in there and just get my jars out one at a time? How do I sterilize my jars? What would you do? I'm very interested in using this canner because with my disability, this would be so much more lighter, and it gives me my independence of canning back, and I won't have to ask for help. I have to have a kitchen assistant, or wait till my husband is home, because of how heavy the water bath canner is. So I'm trying this. I can see it starting to steam on the sides. I can hear that it's boiling. I'm going to go over and check the temperature real quick, okay, and see if the gauge shouldn't be up that fast yet. So we'll give it a second. But I'm just trying to figure out, is this going to work for me or not? I just don't know how to do the jars. I'm used to with the water bath canner, how you let the jars boil in the water bath. And you just take them out one at a time and fill them. Or you could put 4 or 5 on the counter and fill them. But they say you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do assembly line style for food safety purposes. But I know that we all have been guilty of the assembly line. And so yeah, hold on a second. I'm going to go check it, okay? Let's see where it's at. Let's take me a minute to get there. Okay, let's see how it does. Where are we at? Oh, okay. Now I am in zone 1, I believe it is. Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Yeah. We're getting there. And what I like about this so far, it's a whole lot. I can see the shooting out the back. They say 6 to 10 inches. Okay. To me, because there's a draft in the house, you don't know if it's a good amount. You can see it in the back of the pot. And it has a nice steady sound of a boil to it. But it just has, it's so lightweight, but I just don't understand the concept how to sterilize the jars. I do not use my dishwasher. That old clunky thing, I wouldn't use that to sterilize jars, And the kids are outside playing, so it's hard to tell if the whirl of the whistle is their bike or if it's the steam from the canner. So I don't know, I'm just trying it out. And it's the FRUITSAVER steam canner right there. It's made in Utah, can you believe that? 5-year warranty. It was available on Amazon, and it was given to me as a gift from my husband. And just to see if we can have some canning done. I've already got some items here that I'm interested in canning, but I was just like having to schedule all the time when someone would be home to move big heavy pots for me, and that is really hard to have somebody home all the time. when you want to do something, you know, because it could hinder them from wanting to do something. Can you see over to the far left there? There we go, over by my KitchenAid. That's my sourdough starter. First time ever in my life I ever made one. Last night was day 3, and it doubled overnight. I got up this morning, I walked past it, I turned around and came back, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it worked! I did it! Now you can see the steamers just going at it, you know. And I'll tell you the first difference already, I don't have my burner turned up as high as I used to have to do it with the water bath canner. So I'm going to go check on it because that looks like a really good steady stream. I don't see any lid jiggling, which that is supposed to be a good thing. No lid jiggling. If it does, you're supposed to turn down your temperature. I've watched many videos and I've read that manual again and again and again. Has a nice little whistle, maybe something like you would hear with a train. Oh yeah, moving along. That's probably the max. And what I did is I put in the 4 quart jars like it said. 3 of them are brown, 1 is clear because I have one of the brown ones in another location being used. So I'll wait here and I'll see if this is going to I'm just going to give it a little bit longer and see if that's as far as it goes, you know. But I think that did really good so far. You're supposed to wait and see where the max line is, you know. And so we'll just wait here a few more minutes and see how it does. It's a pretty little thing, and it's very lightweight. Aluminum is amazing. Now, speaking of aluminum and steam canner, I got lid jiggling. I gotta go. Okay, I gotta hurry over to the stuff. You mean I get to turn it down even lower? That is amazing. Okay, I turned it down. Still spitting. So, turn it down a little bit more. Handle these things. Well, that's the nice thing about aluminum. That is really nice. You have to have it up so high. Yeah, that's the nice thing about aluminum. We're still getting a little lid jiggle. And some water spitting out the side. Now that was the other thing too about my water bath canner. That water would just psh, psh, right out the side. So this is, let's see, where's that gauge at? It's still at the same point. So my max is not very much. That's awesome. I'm in zone 3. Oh, my counter's wet right here. Oh. The steam coming out. Woo! I just felt that little burn. We're still getting lid jiggle. So you're supposed to turn it down, so I turned it down a little bit more. get more. Ow, that's hot. I think I should probably just bring it up just a little tad bit more. I don't know, we'll try it. We'll see. Yeah, because it kind of sounds like it was dying down. Like it would have a strong whistle and then it would go to a soft whistle. Seems to be pretty steady whistle right there. So it's the dot right past the 4. I think we have just the right amount of lid jiggle, boiling, steaming. I think it's all perfect at this point. Yeah, because it doesn't sound like it gets weak or gets strong. So let's sit there for a little while. And I know they talk about don't let it boil out, get dry. But to mark it, so that you can remember where it's at. Ow, that's hot. And it goes back up. I don't know. Oh, shoot, that's hot. Ooh. But I will tell you too something. I gotta turn it just a tad. Well, I think just a little bit of jiggle's okay once in a while. I think it's okay. Ow, that's hot. I have a dish towel sitting right here, and when I get I can see water on my counter right there. And it says that we're supposed to mark it. I'm going to reread the manual again. Well, let's start it for the 10-minute countdown. Let's not. No, I'll change my mind again. Okay, we'll cut it off. We'll let it cool down while I read the manual. That is hot when it spits out like that. But with my water bath can, that's why there's water stains up here on top of my stove. Because it would just spit out all over the top of the stove. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and go for now. And I'll reread the manual. and try it again. I'll let it cool down and try it again later. And let my husband know what the results were. You know, just trying to make this work, but I still don't get the concept of how to hold the jars sterile without having a second pot of water. And if I do the second pot of water, I might as well just stay with water bath canning. I will talk to y'all later. Okay? Bye-bye.